Good morning, Pod Squad. Today is Friday, October 30th. I hope you guys woke up ready to win, ready to conquer your day, ready to have an amazing day, ready to be fruitful, ready to be prosperous, ready to receive abundance and overflow, and that all that God has in store for you, that you just have the mindset that today is going to be an outstanding, mind-blowing, jaw-dropping, magnificent type of day. Like, claim it. I've already claimed mine. I hope that you're in position to claim yours. I'm just excited again about all that God is doing. I know I haven't recorded an episode. I want to say it's been about 2 days now. But God has just been speaking to me this morning. I wanted to talk to you guys about God putting things back where they belong. I've spoken about this mostly last week and some of this week. That there's a shift. I don't know if any of you can feel it. It's not even just in the spirit realm, it's in the natural realm also. There's definitely a huge, major, drastic, sudden shift going on right now. And there were many things throughout 2020, or some of you may have been going on longer than 2020, that things were just out of place. Things were just out of order. And God was speaking to me this morning saying he's coming back not only to restore the years that the locusts ate up. I spoke about this on my Facebook Live yesterday, that although time changes this coming Sunday, which is November 1st, and time is going back for daylight savings time, God told me that he's giving time back. So yes, we're changing time because, in the natural, but in the spiritual realm, God is giving time back, the lost time, the time, like I said, restoration, that he's restoring the years that the locusts ate up. He's coming back to make those crooked places straight. He's coming back to those things that were upside down, turning them right side up. Those things that were in the wrong position, he's putting them in the right position. He's also coming in to close doors. These won't just be supernatural doors. These are also doors in the natural. God is closing doors that no man can open, and he is also opening new doors in the supernatural and in the natural that no man can shut. He's been busy. He's been working behind the scenes, and this is the time, many of you may have already felt it. You may already be experiencing it. We hear that God does some of his best work in the dark, or he works while we sleep, or he works behind the scenes. Now the curtains are being opened. Things are being revealed. It's showtime. It's time for it's no longer just the opening act that you're waiting for the main act to come out. It's now time for the main act. Things that many of us have been waiting for, that we've been praying for, that we've been believing God for so heavily in our spirit, that time has come. And like I said, it's just suddenly now. So if the Holy Spirit is giving me the analogy, say, you're waiting for this concert to start, or play, whatever it is, that you guys, you're in the crowd and they've done the opening acts, and, you've been sitting there and they're warming the crowd up and your energy is good, but you've been patiently waiting. Well, now it's the time. Drum roll, please. God is now opening the curtains, and what you have been waiting for, the things that you have been hoping for, that big act, the main act, why you were there in the first place, all of that is now being revealed. I feel it so heavy in my spirit. It's just an amazing feeling to finally see and walk in and manifest the things that God has promised, the things that he's been doing behind the scenes, the things that I've been hoping for and believing for and praying for. You knew they were coming, but you had just yet to see it coming. Now those things are definitely taking place in the natural. Everything is just suddenly changing. You won't even be able to put your finger on how it changed, when it changed, how the change took place. You just know it's changed. Things are different. You're hearing different. He's opening eyes. Maybe your eyes have always been open, but he's going to brighten your eyes now. You're going to have good, clear vision, that 2020 vision that many of us were striving for. Your ears are going to be sensitive to his voice. Your heart is going to be receptive to his love. God is just coming in a mighty way, like a rushing wind. It's just coming in. He's breathing fresh life. He's breathing fresh new life. Old things have died and have withered and have dwindled away. And now the new is just here. It's just here suddenly. You can't even dig up or try and even resurface those old things. They've died. They are no longer attainable. God is taking those out of our reach. He's taking those out of our grasp. Many of us that were just always looking for what was comfortable and what was familiar. God is just doing it in such a way that you there's no comfort to go back to. And I don't mean that he's taking your comfort away. Just what was familiar, you won't even be able to reach back to what he's taken away. You know, a lot of times when things are changing, it's easy to reach back and go back to our old ways and our old habits and our old ways of thinking, our old ways of doing things. But if he takes those things away, you can no longer reach for what's no longer there. So now it's like, instead of remaining and being stuck and stagnant and going backwards, there's no turning back now. What once was there, what no longer needed to be there, is no longer there to turn back to. So you have no choice but to move forward. You have no choice but to step into the new. You have no choice but to embrace this change and this shift and this newness that has fallen upon many of us. I know I'm embracing it. You know, some people, myself, included, sometimes, that's uncharted territory, or we are fearful, of the unfamiliar. But there's just, people are getting their voices back. They're getting their confidence back. They're getting their security back. They're getting their peace back. They're getting their joy back. They're getting their happiness back. They're getting their finances back, their relationships back. Just things that were stolen that the enemy thought he had birthrights to. Those were a part of your inheritance. They may have been gone, but they weren't gone forever. They were just hidden for a time. Many of us felt like things were destroyed, but God didn't allow the enemy to destroy them. They still had newness in them. They had new seed. And when God comes back to revive and restore, which he's already doing, you can expect to get what you lost, but it comes back better. God never allows you to have to walk away from something or lose something and just restore it only back the way it was. You get an upgrade. So look for the upgrade, whether that's in your relationship, whether that's in your job, in your finances, even if that's not tangible and it's in, your mindset, your way of thinking, just the way you process things, the way you perceive things, your perception. There is definitely a shift of an upgrade going on. God has done a software update on many of his children. Not only did I feel it some weeks ago, I'm actually experiencing it now. You can kind of feel it, but you're like, something's changed. I just don't know what. Now I can actually experience that. It's embracing the new. It's like you're hearing different, you're seeing different, you're walking different, you're talking different, you're feeling different. And it's not just different, it's better. Everything that God does is better than how it used to be. Everything that God gives you is going to be bigger and better. God doesn't take away only to just give it back the way it was. He gives it back in an updated version, an upgraded version, a better version, a new revised version, a version that looks more like him, that talks like him, that walks like him, that thinks like him, that loves like him, that produces like him. Just embrace it. I can't even fathom everything that's happening right now. I just have a heart of gratitude, just thanking God for all that he's done. Even the times I didn't understand, the times things weren't making sense, the times that I was uncertain, the times that I was just scared for my life, because I'm like, God, what are you doing right now? I don't understand this. And now the dots are all connecting. Now it's like those missing puzzle pieces are now being put in place. Now it's like we all had a puzzle and our life had so many missing pieces. Or, the pieces were just kind of scattered and out of order. And God is putting those pieces back in the rightful place. So now you can see what that beautiful picture of that puzzle is. Now you can see the entire picture and not just, I see a little bit of beauty here, a little bit of beauty here, but there's still some missing pieces. So I don't know what my life is or what my calling is or what the future holds for me. And now God is putting those things that were out of order and that were rearranged, he's putting them back in their rightful place. But everything is coming back bigger and better than it was. Just expect a major upgrade in your life, in your marriage, in your finances, in your children, in your families, in your homes, in your careers. This message is for those, again, you've been sowing seed, you've been obedient, you've been faithful, you've been serving, you've gone through the fire, you've been tested, you've gone through the storms. You didn't know if you were coming or going, but you refused to give up. Even in times you wanted to give up, you did not give up. This message is for you. The upgrade is here. What you've been waiting for is here. The final puzzle piece is being put into place. The big picture is being revealed. Now everything that was stored up for you is now being released to you. God is putting, your treasure right there in front of you. And like I said, I feel that so heavy. So just embrace it. Pay attention, because God is everywhere. If you just be still for a moment, I promise you can see him. You could be home by yourself. You could be at the grocery store. You can be driving. You can be on your way to work. You could be in a shower. It does not matter. If you be still, you will hear God. You will see God. You will feel God. He is everywhere. He loves for us to look his way. And I was telling my husband last night, I just this feeling that's over me right now. It's like I've known this, but now it's a feeling that I can't explain. When you realize you know it, but when you realize and truly grasp the fact that the creator of the universe knows you. He knows your name. He knows the number of hairs on your head. He knows what you like. He knows what you don't like. He knows what excites you. He knows what frightens you. He knows all that he has for you. Like that. Who created the universe personally knows you. Even those who don't personally know him yet, the creator of the universe knows you. He has blessings for you. He has riches for you. He has treasures for you. He has a life for you that you can't even fathom all that he has for you. And that's the current place that I'm in right now. That's exactly where I'm at. Like the creator of the universe singled me out. And even in the midst of doing all that, he didn't take away from anybody else. It's not like all that he has for me and all that he's doing for me and all that he's working on me with. He's like, okay, I got to take time away from these children of mine because this one needs more attention. There's not one moment that I can't call on Jesus and he's not there for me. And it's not taking time away from anyone else out of the gazillions of people here on the earth. The creator of the universe knows you. He loves you. He adores you. And he desires for you to get to know him, to come closer, to draw nearer, to have that intimate relationship so you too can have that peace, that joy, that sense of awe. Like, God knows me. God chose me. God is doing so much for me and through me. And it's not even the fact of seeing his hand in your life. It's his face, his presence, his mysteries, his secrets. Just everything about him will just leave you in awe, just leave you speechless. It's an amazing feeling. This isn't one of those get ready messages. This is an open your eyes and embrace it. The change is here. Usually I say like, get ready. This is getting ready to happen. Get ready, prepare for this. This is a message of saying it's here. It's now here. There is no turning back. Open your eyes to this beautiful new way of thinking, new way of living, new way of talking, new way of loving, new way of serving, new way of obeying, new way of walking, just a new way. Open your eyes. It's here. Don't get ready for it. Like, it's here. Embrace it. Enjoy it. And just get closer to God. Man, he's a good God. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to share this. I appreciate your support. Y'all have an amazing Friday. Today is going to be mind-blowing. Not just today, like as the day goes on, God is just going to whisper to you and surprise you with things and speak things to you and reveal secrets to you and just touch you and just breathe on you. And that's not just today. I feel it in the spirit that not only will you feel it today, it's going to go in through tonight. When you wake up in the morning, tomorrow, he has more treasures waiting for you and more Sunday and more Monday. Like, this is that season that you've been waiting for. God is ready to open your eyes to new things. He's just ready to surprise you in new ways and just allow you to enjoy living that abundant life with him. But I will say this, even as you're enjoying it, just don't get so caught up in all the things that he's done and all the things that he's doing that you forget about him. God is a good God. Lord, we love you. Y'all have an amazing day. I will catch you guys on the next episode. See you later. Bye.